Above the earth, in the endless blue sky, there lived a small white cloud named Fluffy. Fluffy was the youngest and smallest cloud in the entire sky family. All the other clouds were big, magnificent, and important. Every day, Fluffy watched the big clouds doing amazing things. Some clouds made shapes of animals that made children laugh and point. Other clouds traveled across the world, seeing mountains, oceans, and beautiful cities. The rain clouds were the most respected because they brought water to thirsty plants and filled empty rivers. But Fluffy was too small to do any of these things. When Fluffy tried to make shapes, they looked like lumpy blobs. When Fluffy tried to travel far, the wind would blow the little cloud back. And Fluffy definitely couldn't make rain. There just wasn't enough water inside. "I wish I could be big and important like the other clouds," Fluffy sighed sadly one morning. Fluffy's best friend was a wise old cloud named Nimbus, who had traveled the world many times and had seen everything. "Dear Fluffy," Nimbus said gently, "being small doesn't mean you're not important. Every cloud has a special purpose, no matter the size." But Fluffy didn't believe it. "What purpose could I possibly have? I'm too small to do anything meaningful." One hot summer day, something happened that would change everything. Below the clouds, in a small village, there was a community garden where children grew vegetables and flowers. The children had worked very hard, planting seeds, watering them daily, and watching them grow. But that summer was extremely hot. The sun blazed in the sky for weeks without stopping. The big rain clouds were all busy helping farms and forests in distant places. The little garden began to dry out, and the plants started to wilt. A little girl named Emma visited the garden every day. She had planted a special sunflower seed that her grandmother had given her before passing away. It was Emma's most precious plant, and now it was dying from the heat. Emma looked up at the sky with tears in her eyes. "Please, clouds, just a little rain for my grandmother's sunflower," she whispered. Up in the sky, Fluffy heard Emma's prayer. The little cloud looked down and saw Emma crying beside her wilting sunflower. Fluffy's heart filled with compassion and determination. "I must help her," Fluffy decided bravely. Nimbus looked worried. "But Fluffy, you're too small to make rain. You might disappear completely if you try." "I don't care," Fluffy replied with courage. "That little girl needs help. And even though I'm small, I have to try." Fluffy floated directly over the community garden. The little cloud gathered every single drop of water inside and squeezed with all its might. It was incredibly difficult and painful. Fluffy felt like bursting apart. Then something magical happened. Tiny, gentle raindrops began to fall from Fluffy. Not a heavy downpour like the big clouds made, but a soft, perfect sprinkle. The drops fell precisely on Emma's sunflower and the surrounding plants. Emma looked up in amazement. "It's raining. A little cloud is helping us." The other children ran out and danced in the gentle rain. The plants drank the water gratefully. Emma's sunflower straightened up, its petals opening toward the sun once more. After giving every drop of water, Fluffy became almost transparent and very, very tired. But before disappearing, the little cloud saw Emma's happy face and her grandmother's sunflower standing tall and strong again. "Thank you, little cloud," Emma called out, waving at the sky. Other clouds rushed to Fluffy's side, sharing their moisture to help the little cloud recover. Nimbus smiled proudly. "You see, Fluffy? You did something the big clouds couldn't do. Your gentle rain was perfect for that small garden. Big clouds would have created a storm and damaged those delicate plants. You were exactly the right size for exactly the right job." Fluffy realized the truth in those words. Being small wasn't a weakness. It was a special gift. Sometimes the world needs gentle actions and small kindnesses just as much as big, dramatic gestures. From that day forward, Fluffy became known as the Garden Cloud, specializing in giving gentle rains to small gardens, window boxes, and individual plants that needed just a little help. The little cloud had found the perfect purpose. Emma's sunflower grew tall and strong, and every time she looked at it, she remembered the brave little cloud who had saved it. Moral: no matter how small you are, you can make a big difference. Everyone has a special purpose, and sometimes being small is exactly what's needed.